Hey guys, it's Sam. Welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can tell, we are going to be doing another haul video. This has just like been the snowball effect for me. I was doing so good on my no buy, and then it was just all downhill from there. Like I don't know what happened. It was like Sephora had a sale and Juvia's Place had a sale, and then MAC released their summer collection, and I was like, well, I gotta have that. So that is what we are going to be kind of unboxing and swatching today, and you'll notice that I have very little makeup on my face, as in I have like foundation, concealer, and my eyebrows done, because I plan on immediately after filming this video, filming a video using all of the products that I got. So today we are going to be unboxing and swatching the MAC Bronzed, I think it's called Bronze or Bronzer collection. That is their summer release, and I saw this online. I reposted about it on my Instagram. I have been so excited for this. I actually ordered everything online early June, like when the collection actually launched online. I ordered it. I had to order it as 2 separate orders because MAC will only allow you to put 15 items in an order, and there are way more than that in this collection. And I had said a while back that I was gonna stop just aimlessly buying entire collections, and I did mean that, but there was no part of this collection that I didn't want. Well, there was one piece of the collection I didn't want, and that was the face brush. And that's just because I have a lot of brushes, so for me, and I think I have that brush. I'd have to look at exactly the kind of brush it is, but I'm pretty sure I have that face brush or one similar. So for me, it was like, yeah, the packaging and the handle and stuff is pretty, but it wasn't necessary because I don't use the brushes like that I have. For me, looking at this collection online, and I'm just gonna like show you guys into the box of goodies. This, if it looks as I think it's gonna look, I haven't been this excited about the packaging of a collection since the MAC Snowball collection released like 2 or 3 years ago for Christmas, and it was all like the gold foil packaging. This one has a very similar aesthetic. I've already like made room in my drawers and in my lipstick organizer for this stuff. So we'll just kind of dive right into it. So the collection launched with, like I said, there was one brush. It had 5 new lipstick shades. All of them are new as far as I'm aware. As I go through them, if I recognize a name, I'll let you know, but I definitely didn't have any of them. Shock of all shocks, there were 4 lip glosses that released, and I actually bought all 4. I really liked the look of them, and I've been getting way more into lip gloss lately. I've just been kind of like, it's so funny how dead set I was against it for so long, and then it just takes like one product to be like, you know what, maybe I do like lip gloss. They also released 2 bronzing powders, 2 of these like little strobe glaze creams. I was a little disappointed because in the original like picture that I not tweeted, I don't have Twitter, that I posted on my Instagram story, it looked like there were gonna be 4 shades. And even on maccosmetics.ca, like if you swipe through the pictures, the one image of the swatches shows 4 colors, but they only ever had the 2. So I got both of those. Then there was a new body strobing lotion and a new Fix Plus spray that I have. So, oh, and there were also 5 shadows. So let's just dive straight into this. So the first thing I want to look at, so this is what the packaging looks like. First of all, it is bronze. It's got this like raised embossed detail that kind of looks like, I don't want to say water droplets because it doesn't, but like I'm in love with this packaging. So this is the first thing I got. This is the Fix Plus Bronzelite. How gorgeous does that look? Just for like the summertime, like I'm too fair for this right now. And I actually noticed the other day that because, you know, everything's been closed down and I haven't even been able to go tanning, almost none of my foundation matches me because it was all, like I tanned throughout the year. So I always had foundation that was too dark for me, but it wasn't, if that makes any sense, but now it definitely is. So this is what the Bronzelite Fix Plus looks like now. You guys will know that in the past they have released 2 others. I'll just shake them up for you guys. So this is MAC Gold Light and also MAC Pink Light Fix Plus. And at one point they released like a Radiance Fix Plus that I never got, but I had a subscriber tell me it wasn't that good. Like it was just like shimmery and didn't do anything. So I definitely want to spray this and swatch it. And I thought we would kind of swatch it next to these two if I can, just to get an idea for what it looks like. So I'm just going to spray it on my arm. So it's definitely got some color to it. That's for sure. So it'll definitely add a little bit of like a bronze tint, which is really nice. And there's some super fine like glitters and reflex in it. You might be able to see it a little better just in the bottle. Hopefully you guys can see that. My camera will. Do you guys see all like that shimmer and stuff? So really, really pretty. I'm not a big fan of glitter, but because this one is kind of like encapsulated in a liquid, it doesn't bother me that much. I'm just going to put a bit of the pink light next to it. I don't know that you guys are going to be able to see the difference. I don't know if there's a point to this, but we'll try anyway. So maybe, so I've got bronze light here, pink light here, and gold light here. So just so maybe you guys can see a bit of a difference. These products are phenomenal. I've used them a bunch. I'm super excited to have this one for summertime. I just think it's gonna be really pretty, but they all work amazingly. So if you already have these two, you might not need this one, or if you want this one, you might not need these two. Just something to keep in mind. The Bronzelite Fix Plus was $36 Canadian. I'm already like 7 minutes into filming and I've only showed you guys one thing, so I'm gonna try and pick up the pace a bit, but there's a lot of stuff I want to compare to other collections, and I'm going to do that during this video. So the next thing we got is a Strobe body lotion. This is in the shade Bronzelite. Again, I feel like this is just kind of like a bronzy strobe cream, which I was really excited for. Now I do have the original Strobe body cream, which was in the shade Opalite, I believe, which looks a lot like their original pink light color. Okay, so even though this does have a slight tint to it, it's nothing overwhelming. It's almost got like a peachy, bronzy kind of a reflect to it. So even if you are a little bit more fair like I am, I think you could definitely still pull this off. I think it would look really pretty on the shoulders, on the collarbone, even on your legs if you were like going to a wedding or something like that and just wanted a little something something on your legs. So that's the bronze one, and I'll just put the original one right next to it just so that, again, we can compare. I mean, the bronze one does show up definitely a lot more. I've got the pink light here. I'm hoping you guys can see a bit of that reflect just there, and then the bronze one there. So that's the two of them side by side. Again, both really pretty. I really like these products, especially if you are, you know, somebody that likes to have a little something across your chest, across your collarbone, across your shoulders, anything like that. I think that these two are a really good idea, and the Strobe body lotion was $40. So no bronzed or bronzer. I wish I could remember if this was called the bronze collection or the bronzer collection. It doesn't really say on the box. I think it's the bronzer collection, but no bronzer collection could be complete without a couple of bronzing powders. So they put out two for this collection. They are both Radiant Matte Bronzing Powders, and I don't think they're re-releases. So this is where we get a chance to kind of see what the packaging is all about. So it is smooth, glossy packaging that has a little bit of a lift where some of the detail is. Really, really pretty. I love it when they just go like simple and metallic. I just think it's like some of their best packaging. The fun colors are great, but like, this just screams summer to me. And I like that not all the compacts are the same. I don't know that they would all be entirely different and completely unique from one another, but at least these two are. So these are in the shade Totally Taupe-less, which is this one here. It looks like the lighter of the two shades. And the other one is in Beige-ing Beauty. Oh, no, this is actually the lighter of the two shades. So I'm gonna put them side by side so you guys can see the difference. So this one is a little bit more orangey tone, whereas this one has a little bit more of a brown, yellow, warmer. Well, actually, this one's probably a little cooler than this one, but they're both very, very like wearable shades. They're not super intense bronze colors. Whether that's good or not, I mean, it's good for me, but you know, some people like a little bit more of a bronze color, but I mean, so this one is the Beige-ing Beauty, and then this one is the Totally Taupe-less. That's what they look like. So this one is actually quite a bit darker than this one, we'll just kind of put them here. They're really pretty, and I know MAC bronzing powders really well. They blend really, really nicely. I think this one is more of a my shade thing. This one is definitely darker, definitely a little bit more orangey of an undertone, but still really, really pretty. Could be good for like a contouring kind of situation, whereas the other one might be really good just to warm up the face. Also, I forgot to say, those bronzing powders are $37. Oh, and they're called Next to Nothing bronzing powders. It doesn't say that on here, but it says that on the little like paper, so that's interesting. They do feel, and again, I'm gonna film a video right after I film this of putting it all on my face. If you guys are interested to check that out, it'll be coming soon. They do feel quite weightless, so I would be really interested to see for sure if they are or not. So the last sort of face product, if I can find the other one, are these Strobe face glazes. So these are a new product. I've never seen these before. These were the thing I was the most excited for, to be honest, and I got both shades, but one of them is definitely probably too dark for me. I'm gonna have to find like some other way to use it, whether it's mixing it in with foundation or whatever, but these is what they look like. This is what they look like. So they come in like little bottles. So the two shades that I have are Bronzejour and Let's Make Waves. Let's Make Waves was definitely the one I wanted the most, but like I said, there were supposed to be 4 and I only ever saw the 2 come out, so I don't know what happened there. I don't know if, you know, MAC Canada just only put out 2 and the other ones were for another district or country or whatever, but we only got 2, so I got both because like I said, these were the product I was the most interested in because they're a new product and getting new stuff is always fun. So these are the 2 colors just on my fingers. I'm hoping they focus right there. So this one is super, super dark. Again, though, it could be really, really pretty. Okay. So once you actually like blend it out and blend it in, it's not as dark. I mean, there's definitely still a little something there. They do feel very glazy, very sticky, very like actually they're not sticky, but they have like almost like a lip gloss or oily kind of a texture to them. But it looks like it blends really nicely. So it actually could make a really, really interesting all over the face sort of a bronzer if you were looking for just a little bit of light, or you could definitely use it to contour. It might mix well with foundation. I'm not going to be able to test that in this video because I already have foundation on, but who knows, that'd be interesting to see in the future. So as crazy as it looks in the tube, it actually might be salvageable for me to use. And the face glazes are $35 each. So next up, they released 5 foiled shadows. Now, just on instinct, I believe that these are gonna be the same formula and like consistency and textures as these MAC foiled shadows. These ones were put out in the Fairy Whispers collection years and years and years ago. I used to have many more of them, and over the years I've gone down to just these 2. I love the texture of these. They're absolutely gorgeous. So if they are the same or similar, that's gonna be great. I'm gonna be happy about that. First things first, let's take a look at the packaging. So it is the same as like the bronzers, except you have the clear panel in it to see the inside. So again, it's almost like watery tiger stripes, if that kind of makes any sense around the edge. Really, really pretty. I'm just gonna take them all out of the boxes before I start swatching. So these are definitely the same formula. I don't even have to swatch them as the Fairy Whispers one. They give you a pretty good range of colors, I would say, considering there's 5. None of them are super similar. So let's get into some swatching. So this first one is Sunphoria. It's kind of like a baby pink sort of a color. They're so soft, these shadows. They're amazing. It's like an icy pink. I'm hoping you guys can see that. These could also probably be used as like a really intense highlighter if that was something that you were into. I don't know. I always like to try and get as much use out of my makeup as possible, multi-purpose it if that's something I'm able to do. This one here is White Hot, as in like, or White Haute, I guess, as in like Haute Couture. It's kind of like a champagne-y sandy color. Really pretty. And you guys can see how like pigmented they are even from back here. I'll get close once all of them are on my arm and show you really close up what they look like, but I don't know, it just takes extra time. This is Monaco-co, so it's like a bronzy kind of brown. These are all very foiled, very metallic-y, so if you're not a fan of those kind of shadows, these are probably going to be the part of the collection you skip, but they are amazing, super pigmented, really blendable. I can just say that from using the other ones that I already have. This one is Saint-Tropez, or Sand Tropez. It's kind of like a reddish, coppery sort of a color. Just like that. I've been so excited to film this video. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for it in the mail. And as soon as I found out that it was here today, I was like, gotta do that. And this last one is Tide and Seek. It's kind of like a purpley, gray, silver almost. That one's a really, really interesting, unique color. So that's the 5 right there. Really pretty, really nice to work with. Again, if you're not into glitter shadows or foiled shadows, you're not gonna like these, but I don't know. So these are $30 a piece, which is a little pricey. Most MAC shadows do not cost that much, but most shadows, I'm just gonna get one out, are also not that big. These are quite a bit bigger than a normal shadow. In terms of sizes, these have 0.1 ounce in them, and this one doesn't say how much it is, but it's definitely not that much. Just as a size comparison. Now we can get into the lips. So again, there are 9 lip products total, 5 lipsticks, 4 lip glosses. So let's do, oh yeah, that's right. I thought I got really confused. So this is what the lip glosses look like. Again, I'm gonna show you one and then I'll pull them all out. So they come in like virtually their normal packaging. It's the clear container. It just has like the lid to match. Really, really pretty. So I'm going to get them all out. These are the 4 colors. I think that they're super wearable, super fun, super unique. I'm not normally into like red lip glosses, but this red is almost like a kind of like corally red. So let's get to swatching. So this first one is Out of This Pearl. It's like a kind of champagne-y golden. There's a little bit of like gold reflect, white reflect, yellow reflect. They're all, I think they're all lip glasses. Yep, they are. So this is the first one. We'll just kind of swatch it there. More of like a topper, but really pretty. This next one is Would Rather Lounge. This one has a like pink kind of tone. It's like a pinkish, reddish, orangish undertone. This one looks like it's going to be a lot more solid in color than that first one. Absolutely it is. There's still some nice glitter reflect in it, but it has more of a colored base, whereas the last one had kind of a clear base to it with just some sparkle. Let's do this really bright colored one. So this is Too Cool for Pool. I love the names of these. So it's like a pinkish, orangish, corally kind of color, again, with some really, really pretty reflect in it. When MAC, I find that when MAC does awesome packaging, they like nail it out of this world. I know a lot of people thought that like the Glow Play packaging and the Loud and Clear packaging was kind of cheapy looking, but I really liked it. I always love that MAC stays true to their brand in the sense of like their shapes and their main components, but they always like change up a little something something. So this last one is Summer Chromance. It's like this super bronzy shade. And it just looks like that. I actually think that one might be my favorite. I'm really excited to see how that looks on the lips. Again, I'm not going to swatch them all in this video. I'm not prepared for that, but I will be using them definitely in an upcoming video. Obviously not everything, but I'll be picking out a couple of my favorites and trying them out to see how everything looks when it's all together on the face. Last thing, let's talk lipsticks. Let me get them all out. So I am obsessed with the packaging on these. They're so pretty. Like I love, like I said, this is one of the prettiest packagings that MAC has done pretty much in my eyes since the Snowball collection hit many, many, many years ago. I say many, many, it was probably like 2 years ago, maybe 3. I don't remember, but I love these. I think they're so pretty. So this first one is a Lustre lipstick and it's à la Plage. So it looks like this. It's very bronzy, kind of what you would expect out of this collection. It's very, very soft, very subtle. Not a ton of pigment, but Lustres don't have a ton of pigment. if you're looking for a super bright, bold, pigmented lipstick, you're looking for more of like a matte lipstick or an amplified lipstick, those ones really pop. Satins, the cream sheens are pretty good for that, but like a Lustre and a Frost lipstick are more of like a sheer wash of color with some like glitter or something in it. So this next one is another Lustre and it's set to Sizzle. It's kind of like a grapefruit kind of a color, just right there. Really pretty. That one's got a little bit more pigmentation to it. Then we have a Dazzle lipstick. I don't know that I've ever heard of that before, and this is in Wham. Ooh, she glittery. Look at that. I'm hoping you guys can see this. My camera will focus. Do you guys see like all the shimmer and the glitter in that? So yeah, that one almost kind of has the effect, like it's so dark in the tube, it almost has the effect that like a lip gloss would have, where like it's just a shimmery kind of top coat color, but it's still really, really pretty. We've got Cote d'Amour. This is an amplified lipstick, so this is one of the ones that I would expect to be really, really pigmented. Yeah, exactly like that. It's kind of like a really bright strawberry pink. And the last one is Can Do, but like Cannes, like the French city where the film festival is, I think. And this is another Lustre, and this one is this like bright orangey reddish coral, just like that. So I don't know, the lipsticks, like they're pretty and they're all very summery. They give you a lot of choice in terms of like color, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the Lustre formula personally. I do prefer the amplifieds, the mattes, those really bright lipsticks. I think those are some of the things that MAC does best. It's a little disappointing that there are none in here, but they're all really pretty colors. They're all colors I could definitely see myself wearing, so that's good. I also didn't mention it, but the lip glasses are $23 and the lipsticks are $25. So that is everything that came out in this collection. Like I said, I did not buy the face brush, but you definitely could. The collection is still all available, definitely online, probably in stores when stores start opening up where you are. Definitely check it out. I think it's a really pretty collection, really, really nice for summer. I think it's a very cohesive collection, but I'll find out for sure about that when I film my next video. So keep an eye out for that. If you're interested in getting any of the products that I've shown you today, I will list them all and link them all down below so you guys can get your hands on them. Whenever I link or list prices, by the way, it's going to be a Canadian link in Canadian prices, but I'm sure that there is a US equivalent site. I just don't shop on it because I'm Canadian and my hair is a mess right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that my MAC hauls are always some of my most popular videos and they're always my favorite to film. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below what parts of the collection you got or what parts you're interested in getting or what parts you're interested in seeing me use. If you're not already and you want to be, then subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it, and I will catch you guys next time.